Hi guys, I'm sure you're studying right now and you have an FMG exam tomorrow. So it is 12:06 in the morning. So let's quickly see what all can be the pathology jinx questions that can come in exam. So starting with the first one is gametocyte of the falciparum. Whenever you see multiple rings, they give you multiple rings in the RBCs or they give you a coal form. Think of falciparum. What is a coal? A coal means when the ring is pushed in the periphery. Okay, so that is a coal. Apart from that, if they give you Maltese cross, remember it is Babesia. Apart from that, LD bodies can be given in exam. Remember, it is usually T-shaped. A mastigot form is T-shaped. Okay. Remember, this is kinetoplast. Okay. Apart from that, remember RK39 is the antigen for LD for Kala Azar. Okay, for detecting Kala Azar. Okay. Apart from that, you have to remember always that the next important thing that they give you is Auli nucleus. Remember, the classical Auli nucleus is seen in Reed-Sternberg cell of Hodgkin's lymphoma, but CMV virus can also show you Auli inclusions. So this is because of halo around the inclusion. So it can be Auli or it can be single inclusion within halo. So halo is the catch point. Remember, CMV can be given anywhere in the organ. Apart from that, in genetics, remember they can give you pedigree of anything. Mitochondrial pedigree is particularly favorite. Remember this. Okay, X-linked recessive inheritances they usually ask in exams, so revise that. Apart from that, they typically give you syndromes like Down, Edward, Klinefelter, Turner's. Okay, Patau. Remember, if they give you cleft lip and cleft palate, it is Patau. Okay, similarly, if they give you prominent occiput, it is Edward. So revise this. Apart from that, always remember in kidney they typically ask you Kimmelstein-Wilson lesion, which is seen in diabetes. This is basically very typical hallmark of diabetes. Okay, remember diabetes is a podocytopathy. Apart from that, they can ask you flea-bitten kidney, which is seen in malignant hypertension. Putty kidney is seen in tuberculosis of the kidney. Remember, typically they can give you these humps on the electron microscopy, which is seen in PSGN, post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis. Another question on electron microscopy is long and thin microvilli, which is seen in mesothelioma. The IHC marker is calretinin. Apart from that, they can give you these Burbank granules. Remember the marker are CD1A and CD207. This is seen in Langerhans cell histiocytosis. Okay. Apart from that, in a female genital system, always remember calyx nerve bodies are seen in granulosa cell tumor. It produces estrogen. So typical history, postmenopausal female with bleeding PV. Marker is inhibin. Remember, they can ask you yolk sac tumor in both males and female, and remember the body is Schiller-Duval body. Apart from that, very classical thing that they can ask you amyloidosis and Gaucher's. Remember this can be asked anywhere in the exam. All the best guys, read well. And also remember schwannoma and papillary carcinoma thyroid. Don't forget that. Bye. Prepare well.